Do we choose our purpose, or does purpose choose us? Let's untangle that knot. This is a complicated question because all of us feel like there's something that's calling us to a direction. We have pulls, and at other times we feel like we don't know what's going on or where our life is leading us. So we're debating that question of purpose and meaning for our lives, right? And the previous UTK asked the question of knowledge, and are we born with it? And so my answer was no, we're not born with knowledge. But with purpose, I'm going to be a little bit more ambivalent on both sides of the question, because ultimately we have to think about the world we live in, right? And so if you think about the world in which just is a bunch of molecules and chemistry and physics laws just happening, bouncing around, then there is no purpose. But if you are more scientific than that, if you're more rational than a lot of scientists, then you're going to understand that there's a God that in fact runs the world, okay? And the idea of God is not based in faith. The idea of God is based in reason and science. And if you have that proper scientific, rational worldview, then yes, we do have a purpose. And our job is, by and large, to discover it. And if you notice, when you're 90, right? If you're looking back on your life and you're 90, you've got, you know, a bunch of children, a bunch of grandchildren, a bunch of great-grandchildren. You're looking back at your life. You're not going to ask the question, I had no purpose, I had a purposeless life. You will see a lot of purpose and meaning, most of which you haven't chosen, most of which you've just embraced and accepted. And that's one of the ways you can know that, in fact, purpose and meaning does exist. And it may be difficult when you're 19 to see it. I didn't see a lot of my purposes until I was like in my early 30s, mid 30s. So if you're 30 and you haven't found your purpose yet, that's 1,000% fine and good and healthy. I would suggest keep looking, keep trying. The best way to find a purpose is to try 1,000 things. Like, how would you find your favorite food? You wouldn't just sit there and order the same one food hoping maybe you like something else. You just go and you try 1,400 different cuisines over the course of a couple of years, and then you find something you like. So purpose is the same thing. You got to try 14,000 different things, and maybe you like 2 or 3, and maybe you end up loving the one.